Oh, I'm live. All right. Thanks, Fred, for letting me know exactly when I was live. But hello, everybody. Welcome back for another split of the SEL. It's season 4 still, but the spring split, so it kind of feels like a different season. I can see all of you in chat waiting to get picked from the Bepic hat. Got this at the spring major this past summer, so I figured I had to use. I'm not much of a like trucker hat kind of guy, so this is really the first thing I've actually used it for besides the party I got it at. So, without further ado, we're gonna get things started. I got Monday Night Lights later, my personal show matches that I'll plug on my personal Twitch happening later. Got some Kings, some UTK popping over there, some Auburn, Florida, the works. But we're doing the draw show right now, and I'm going to briefly go over the format. So we got 32 SEL teams that are going to be divided into 4 groups of 8. You can see them right there. Pool 1, Pool 2, Pool 3, Pool 4. We're going to draw the kind of pool captains, first of all. It's going to be the 4 teams that finish the top of the SEL fall split. So Florida State, King University, UTK, and FAU. And they will have their pools drawn in front of them, with the 5th through 8th place teams from fall being drawn next into each pool. And then we're going to randomly distribute 9th through 32nd in a hat into the rest of those pools. So it's going to be a fun night. We're going to have some completely random pools deciding what the SEL group stage is going to look like. So I'm just going to start pulling names because we got a lot of teams to go through. So I cut out the team names on my little notepad. I cut them out into small strips. So I'm going to drop them into the hat, and I guess just close my eyes and pick one. So first paper. The first team that has been drafted in the 2024 SEL Spring Split Draft is King University. They will be the Pool 1 captains. I guess I'm rocking with that term. But next up, I'm just going to do it fast. We got Florida State. Top 2 teams out of the way. Florida State's going to be at the top of Pool 2. And fun fact, for those of you that like my fun facts, FSU is the only team in the top 8 of the fall split not making a roster change for the spring split. So there you go. Next up, UTK, the A team. There's another UTK in there, so I had to specify, even though they're in completely different hats. So I don't know why I did that, but that leaves FAU, our 4th place finisher, at the top of Pool 4. So Fred is live updating the pools right now. So he is let's see if he got that in time. He did. All right. Nice job, Fred. All the teams right there. So there you go. We're going to start by drawing Pool 1 first, with the next 4 teams, then Pool 2, Pool 3, Pool 4. We're going to go in that order for the entire night, just resetting it 1 after we draw Pool 4. So going to hat 2, got the next 4 teams in my little strips of paper. So without further ado, I'm going to drop them in and close my eyes. And we've got Oklahoma. They will be in King's group. Again, I think they were in Pool 4 with King in the fall split. So that's kind of funny. Sorry, Oklahoma. You got King again. But both rosters are kind of new look. Next up, Cumberland. Cumberland will be in Pool 2 alongside FSU. And then our last 2, UAH Blue in Pool 3 with UTK. And then that will leave UGA in Pool number 4 with FAU. So those are our top 2 in each group. So there you go. What do we think in chat? Be More versus Joe Bro. I see that's the rivalry we're looking at. I like that. All right. That's all I'm seeing. That's the only rivalry I'm seeing span. And of course, it's Kung that's doing all the talking in Twitch chat. But there you go, FAU UGA rematch. I think that was that a game 5 last time around? I think UGA reverse swept FAU in that one. Coolio, yeah, I put you in King's group. This is rigged. It's completely rigged, and I'm gonna keep the rigging going with this massive stack of teams right here. So, of course, Fred wants me to plug a Twitch or the Twitch channel. Drop a follow. Esports SEL on Twitch is going to be where the entire season is broadcasted. So you guys better be following. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to support the SEL. And if you don't follow the SEL, you are ineligible to play on LAN. I just made up that rule right now. So you got to follow the Twitch channel to be eligible to play on LAN if you make it. Okay, all right. Starting back with Pool 1, we're going to get our next teams up. So without further ado, spam in Twitch chat if you're ready for me to pull more names and from the Bepic Cat. It's upside down, but you get the gist. All right, mixing it up. I'm mixing it up. Pool 1, third team is Florida UF. That is a team that finished top 16 in the fall, but they got a rough matchup in round. I know they got King on the lower side that eliminated them. And they took King to game 5, like full strength King. They ended up taking a game 5, which made me excited about what Florida can do this split. So they're in Pool 1 with King. They're also playing on my Monday Night Lights show match stream later on. But back to the pool drawing. Next up, Alabama in Pool 2. The UAA team fell in the last chance qualifier, actually. Didn't make playoffs. Had to go through the qualifier, which they did fairly well in this past weekend. So they're doing all right. Up and down team in Pool 2. Next up, Full Sail Armada. I know Hybrid's in Twitch chat right now. There you go. The Full Sail captain. Watching me draw him into Pool 3. I doubted them in the second qualifier, and they made it. So I'll eat my words there. All right. Last draw for round number 3. Bruton Parker. This is the B team. Of course, the A team is ineligible because of their CRL stature. So they'll be in Pool 4, B team. They did fairly well in the qualifier. I think they got beaten in game 5 by UAH White and then qualified in the lower side. So there you go. Those are the groups so far. Pool 1, low-key stacked. And the rest of them, I think fairly even so far. I think that is fairly even. All right, here we go. Round number 4. Auburn in Pool 1. This Pool 1's kind of getting crazy. We're gonna have a fierce battle for those playoff spots there, and the top 2 spots, of course, which you got to watch the format video that's coming out tomorrow, I think, on what exactly the changes are for this split. So you're gonna want to watch that. But Pool 2 draw, Wake Forest, a returner from last split. They've actually finished in the bottom 2 of their group. So little revenge tour for Wake Forest here. They're in Pool 2. Pool 3, ECU made a run to 9th through 12th in playoffs in the fall split, which surprised me at the very least. I thought they would be an 0-2 out, but they did well in playoffs. So I think that's a kind of a sleeper pick for a potential top 8 run in the spring split. But here you go. Final pick of round 4 is UTK Whites. Different UTK B team than what we saw in the fall. So Fred's getting the groups updated. What do we see? UH White better than Bruton Parker. Okay, Space Captain, keep dreaming. Fair enough. May sound, nope, you didn't miss anything yet. You have not been drawn yet, so you're good. Kung wants South Carolina. I will gas up UTK White. Don't you worry, Kung. Don't you worry. All right. I think Fred's still fixing stuff. South Carolina should go in Group 1. They might. Group 1 is actually terrifying right now. Like, that's going to be the group that gets a lot of stream love. I'm already kind of seeing it with King, Oklahoma, Florida, and Auburn. Like that is crazy so far. Every other group, I think, has a team that is kind of in a lower tier of the SEL compared to the other 3. But Pool 1, I don't know. They could all make a run in playoffs. So let's get round 5 going, shall we? All right, back to the Bepic Cat. Shake it up some more. Here we go. if you spam, do we have emotes on this channel yet, Fred? Do we have any emotes to spam? All right. Well, if you spam something in chat, like I don't know, emotes or something, some funny copy pasta, then your team will have good luck. So make sure you be spamming in there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Pool 1. Who joins the group of death? South Carolina Garnet. I read USC and I really freaked out for a second, but you can't even see that the light is shining it out. But it says USC Garnet on it. But sorry, Garnet. You guys are joining the group of death. I thought it was South Carolina's A team for a second there, and I was about to freak out, but it's Garnet still. Group of death. That's a good team trying to make a run in the spring. But pool 2. It's South Carolina. Okay. Back-to-back USC teams. They narrowly avoid being put in the group of death. Fair enough. They're one of the top teams not changing their roster. So they're keeping the same. All right. Next up, pool 3. LSU. One of the 2 teams in the top in the 32 team field for the SEL in the spring split that has played in the SEL before but didn't play in the fall. They didn't compete in the fall, but they are a returning team from season 3. So I guess they're still back-to-back seasons. But it was last time we saw LSU in the SEL. Here we go. I think this is number 4. I'm kind of losing track with all the talking I'm doing, but Arkansas. Arkansas is the 4th pick of round. What is this? 5? Round 5, maybe. All right, here we go. What are the groups looking like? Okay, pool 1 still definitely terrifying. Pool 2 is actually kind of getting up there as well in terms of scariness. Pools 3 and 4, maybe a little on the weaker side compared to the other 2 so far, but we do have 3 more rounds to go. What are we thinking, everybody? What are we thinking? Rigged, a lot of rigged. Yeah, fair enough. Joe Bro thinks it's rigged too. All right. Skyline thinks pool 2 is chill. All right, Skyline. I like it. Like the confidence. All right. Random Bepic hat. That's to be pulled from again. One just fell out. I'm not gonna pick that one. I'm gonna put it back in. I shouldn't be shaking so violently, I guess. But all right, here comes the UNCC pick. You ready, Coolio? This one's for you. Oh, it's Clemson. Snipes is losing his mind now. Clemson will be joining the group of death. Meso, I'm sorry. It's in the group of death. You joined late, and that's your punishment, unfortunately. Snipes is in the VC right now with me, and I heard him react. He's groaning. He's upset. Sorry, Clemson. In the group of death. No, that was Clemson's A-team hybrid, not Clemson Purple. But interesting fact, the name that did fall out of my hat was Clemson Purple. So they almost escaped death. If I chose to count that falling out of the hat as them being picked, they might have been in the group of death. But here we go. Pool 2. Florida State Gold, the B team out of FSU. The other team outside of LSU that has competed in the SEL before, but was not a part of the fall split. So they're joining us with 0 points. Unlike their A-team counterpart, who has 40 and have actually clinched a chance at playing for LAN. They haven't actually clinched a spot yet, but they have at least clinched a tiebreaker from the basic math that I've done so far. All right, pool 3. UAB, the Blazers, put into pool 3. And pool 4, UAH Whites, Space Captain, you're in pool 4. How do you feel about that? UAH Esports is in chat as well. It's a W, they say. Okay. All right. That's a fair W, I think. As long as you avoid pool 1, honestly, I think you're catching dubs right now because the rest of the pools actually look kind of even. But yeah, Coolio, UNCC still in the hat. It is still in the hat. All right, we're going back to me. I'm pulling pool 1. This is becoming my favorite part. Like I want to be pulling pool 1 just exclusively at this point. I'll put the rest of you in pool 1. Here we go. Here we go. Eyes closed. Nervous? Me too. Kentucky. Okay. This is a Kentucky roster that has only unfriable apples, kind of, from the fall split. Huds is still on there. He subbed in a couple of times in the fall split, but Ty is taking a gap semester and then transferring. So it's unfriable apples, Fern, and Huds as the Kentucky roster. So I don't think it's as crazy as previous UK teams, but like they're still in the group of death. So it's still Kentucky. All right, pool two. Pool two. Louisiana Tech, a team that impressed me with their. I think they beat South Carolina's A team in pool two last split, and that upset kind of made me interested in their abilities as a roster. I believe they're returning the same team, but here you go. Here you go. Pool three. UNCC. There you go, Coolio. The PayPal you sent me earlier worked. You're not in the group of death. There you go. Group three, Skylights upset. All right, fair enough. Well, here's that pool four team. Clemson purple. They went back into the hat. They've been pulled for pool four. This is getting difficult to my poor tongue to keep up with. But let's check him out again. Let's check him out. What do we got? What do we got? That pool one. Oh my God. Pool two is still kind of scary, I think, for sure. And we still got one round to go. There are 4 teams left. Who's still alive? I'm not going to look into the hat. I'm going to try and memorize it. Georgia State, Montevallo. It's all coming off the top of my head. No, Northern Kentucky. I cheated there. I looked at my list of teams that we've got. But okay. All right. Let's keep drawing, shall we? Who is the final member of Pool 1? Here we go. Final team in the group of absolute death. Like, there are going to be some teams starting on the lower side of the last chance qualifier that will probably tear through the last chance qualifier. So, here we go. Here we go. Pool 1. Final team. North Georgia. That's a team that I really don't know much about. They made it through the Sunday qualifier, and it was on the upper side of the bracket, I believe. So they went 2-0, and now they're in the group of death. So if there are any North Georgia reps in the chat, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in there, but it's what the hat chose. The upside down Bepic hat. It's what we chose. All right, pool 2. Montevallo in pool 2. It's another team not making a roster change, if my memory serves me correct. And final 2 teams. This is for pool 3. Georgia State's GSU in pool 3. And of course, that leaves Northern Kentucky, NKU, not with Toasty. For those that don't know, Toasty has taken a semester off to focus on the RLCS. Pig C is the only returning member, I believe, from the fall split. So there you go. What do the pools look like, Fred? Toss them up there. Pool 1 is King, Oklahoma, Florida, Auburn, South Carolina Garnet, Clemson, Kentucky, and North Georgia. 6 out of those 8 teams made it to playoffs in the fall split. Pool 2, Florida State, Cumberland, Alabama, Wake Forest, South Carolina, Florida State Gold, Louisiana Tech, and Montevallo. That one kind of evened out as the drawing went on. And then pool 3, UTK's group. We got UAH Blue for the Joe Bro versus B More rivalry game. Full Sail Armada, East Carolina, LSU, UAB, UNCC, and Georgia State. That one actually is kind of nuts. I mean, that is a group full of, how many playoff teams is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playoff teams out of 8. I think UNCC had playoff potential. They just fell short in the last chance qualifier. So that's still a solid group right there. Pool 3 kind of, I think, surpassed Pool 2 as the second most dangerous one. But then Pool 4, FAU, UGA, Bruton Parker, UTK White, Arkansas, UAH White, Clemson Purple, and Northern Kentucky. That's the kind of the battle of the B team group with Bruton Parker's B team, UTK's B team, UAH's B team, Clemson's B team. So that's an interesting pool. Very interesting. All right. Spam in chat which pool you think is the second most dangerous. I want to know what you guys think. Wade, Wade, which okay, UTK is the Mickey Mouse pool. I thought you were saying yours was, because it is definitely not, Wade. I mean, you're still gonna go 7-0, Wade, but it's gonna be tough. I don't think you're gonna have the near flawless group stage that you had in the last fall. So you're just Mickey Mouse too? Okay, duh. My bad. My bad, Wade. Good luck on that Counter-Strike match tonight. Make sure it ends before Monday Night Lights. But there you go. That's the draw show. I'm so glad you all tuned in. We had like 50 viewers there. That was hype. I was enjoying that. We got to do that more often or something. Maybe playoffs. Well, no, seating's kind of set, but we'll have a draw show back for sure. That was a lot of fun. Make sure you follow the Esports SEL channel. Remember, you are not eligible to play online. It's a BEPIC rule. I will not let you into the LAN venue if you don't follow the Esports SEL channel. That's me personally. All 140 pounds of me. It's gonna what are they called? Bouncers. I'm gonna bounce you from the LAN venue if you don't follow the Esports SEL channel. But I will be going live in about 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. I'll go live like right now with Monday Night Lights, my collegiate show match teams. Sino, you're in pool 4. You're in pool 4. But I got Clemson and UAH Blue playing a show match in 8 minutes time. Then after that, Auburn and Florida play in. And then to cap the night, UTK and King are playing a best of 7 as the title card for Monday Night Lights. So I think Fred's gonna raid this channel, all you guys over to my channel in a second once I go live. So we're gonna go to the goodbye screen, but I hope to see you on the Mr. Bepic channel in like 1 minute. So goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching the draw show, and I'll see you in a second.